to bloom, post-holiday depression affects 25% of the U.S. It's normal to feel a bit blue in the first 2 months of the new year. Our next guest is Robin Piper with Turning Point of Tampa, who is a partner of HCADA to offer tips on what you can do to feel better. Welcome to Bloom, Robin.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
So, Robin, I bet a lot of people are surprised because when you're feeling the blues or you're a little bit depressed, you maybe feel alone. I didn't realize that 25% of us experience this, and you're here to help us get past that.
Absolutely. I think it's an incredibly normal thing. The post-holiday blues, the after vacation blues are very similar to it, especially coming off of last year. It was such a stressful year for many of us in so many ways with the pandemic and the isolation. So I think it's normal to feel this way after the holidays.
Do you think that maybe we're feeling it more than usual? Because to be honest with you, just on a personal level, the holidays were not normal in my family, and I know that spans, around the world. And I still am feeling a little bit down because I didn't get to be with my oldest daughter, or we didn't get to do all the things. And so it seems like those blues have kind of settled in.
Yeah, I think so. I think this year there was a tendency to look for the holidays a little more because we so wanted something to be different. We so wanted a break from the difficulty of the year that we were really looking forward to those holidays. And then they weren't necessarily all we wanted to be, but at least it was somewhat different. And then to go back to the norm is really very difficult to do. It's a very difficult transition for a lot of people to go from all of that excitement and anticipation of the holidays and then back to normal.
Yeah, and back to the new normal, which is, it's hard enough to face the blues after the holidays on a typical year, but the new normal for a lot of folks is very depressing. Do you have any tips to beat the blues?
Absolutely. The first thing to recognize is that you're not alone. There are other people who are experiencing the same kind of thing, and talking to somebody about what's going on can be incredibly helpful. Even if it's just a friend or coworkers, to talk about the drudgery of going back in, working from home, the exhaustion of keeping the kids from home from school. It's good and helpful to talk to somebody. Also knowing that self-care is so important. Taking care of yourself, exercising, eating right, doing something that you feels good for you. Self-care is paramount right now. And then distracting yourself, finding something that can be a little bit different, that can be fun, that can be exciting for your family, even within the confines that we have to live right now. And acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to feel that depression. Just don't sit in it. Talk about it and then try to move through it. And be patient. This is going to end. Hopefully now we're on the course to getting vaccinated and we can all return to something like we are normally used to. So be patient with the process, be patient with yourself, and be kind to yourself.
And Robin, what are your thoughts about, maybe shutting away some of the negativity? Because I know it's a slippery slope. You start getting on social media or you start over listening to the news, and then that in itself can paint such a picture that makes it more doom and gloom.
Absolutely. What we think about, we bring about. So making sure that you are limiting your access to anything that's negative, whether it be negative media, negative social media, negative people in your life. If you think negatively and are surrounded by that, then you're going to become that. So you definitely want to limit what you expose yourself to and know what you can let in and cannot before it starts to affect you and impact your life.
We talk about eating right, exercise, self-care, as you mentioned, is so important. Any other ideas of what we can do for self-care?
I think it's so important to acknowledge your feelings, to be patient with yourself, and to build something fun into your daily routine. Do something to take care of yourself so that you can feel pampered and loved. Love starts from the inside, so you got to love yourself first. So do something that's nurturing for your soul and nurturing for your body.
You seem to have so many great resources and ideas for shaking off the blues. Where can viewers go to find out more information?
I think the internet is an incredible source of information. If you Google things such as self-help, how can I make myself feel better, acknowledge my feelings, all of those resources can really be helpful for you. And there's some great books out there too. Bringing Joy into Your Life is a great book.
Okay, I'm going to read that one. I'm going to download it as soon as this interview's over. All right, for more information and resources, you can visit hcada.com. Thank you so much, Robin.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to be back with more Bloom right after this.